Afternoon, Fiona J. Lindsay here of Love My Lifestyle, online business and personal development expert, passionate about supporting professional women to creating a life of wellness and self-empowerment. Today I'm coming to you live here from my office in the Woolshed on my property in the northeast of Victoria, Australia. And welcome to hashtag Fridays with Fee, except this is Saturday afternoon. I'll be honest, it's been a pretty full-on last couple of weeks. Couple of weekends ago, I was in South Australia, staying in a place called Goolwa on the beautiful Fleurieu Peninsula, visiting family and friends that I haven't seen for a very long time, owing to border closures. And it really was super exciting because the accommodation was located literally the next street from where my family used to have a holiday house, and I spent a lot of very, very special time with my grandfather. So it was just wonderful. And last week I managed to injure my back. So I'm sitting here with a bulged disc. So I've got a rolled up towel at the base of my back. So needless to say, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, so bear with me. So today I wanted to have a quick conversation about whether or not you think personal development is purely for new ages. So thanks so much for joining me, whether you're watching me here on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or on YouTube. So is personal development a new agey thing? There's still a lot of cynicism when it comes to improving oneself, either, whether that be physically or mentally or spiritually. People seem to mistake it for people having some sort of breakdown or some sort of therapy to get them through. And there's certainly, throughout the pandemic, there's been a lot more talk about mental health, hasn't there, which I think is a beautiful thing. But I'm intrigued as to why so many people seem to be against the very thing that will support us in expanding our minds. Without the need to take LSD, of course. It's something that I've certainly studied for many years, alongside of, my own personal development. I've studied it professionally as well. And it would be incredibly arrogant of me to summarize as to why people, appear to be so seemingly afraid of examining their own thoughts closer and really investigating that journey. I loved what Dr. Fred Alan Wolfe said in The Secret about this being a new era, the era of the mind. And this is coming from a quantum physicist, right? So there's got to be some degree of truth in it. I liken not being aware of our thoughts to really being just halfway, in a coma. And I know so many people just get caught up in that treadmill of life. You get up, you go to work, you come home, you eat with the family, you have a shower, you watch some TV, go to bed, get up and do it all again on autopilot. Groundhog Day, right? And it's not akin to me to being zombie-like, right? And I apologise if I'm offending anybody in saying that. But when a person can truly come into the understanding that they are not just in control of their lives, but they can create and curate their own experiences exactly as they want it. And I personally feel that there can be no greater degree of consciousness than that. We're all born the same way. We're all born with the same degree of potentiality and possibility within each and every one of us. So what is it exactly that allows some people to go on to creating true and enduring change in the world while others are stuck in a cubicle for 40 years? Well, I'm not going to answer that specifically, but what I will say is that both these people have exactly the same opportunities available to them, irrespective of upbringing, environment, their peers, their employer, their race, their religion, whatever. There are far too many examples that I could go into here on the power of the mind and how it's raised people through, up through the depths of despair and significant challenges in their lives. And if you want a really fabulous example, read Janine Shepherd's book, Never Tell Me Never. Speaking about backs, she broke hers in an horrific car accident. She was an Olympic cross-country skier. And she was stuck flat on her back in a hospital for months. Was told that she'd never walk, never be able to have children, never go back to competing again. And then she went on to become not only, a mum of three, she's gone on to become an international speaker. She's a pilot. Amazing, right? No excuses. She just got on with it. And I get that she's an Olympic athlete, but we all have that potentiality within us, and we all have that ability to connect to that higher part of ourselves. And there are multitudes of similar stories to Janine, obviously. And one of my favorite all-time quotes is from Henry Ford: whether you believe you can or you can't, either way, you're right. And it's so incredibly poignant and so incredibly true. Everything starts with how you think. Everything. If you believe that your financial situation is hopeless, then you're right, and you'll manifest it over and over and over again. But I can guarantee that if you think your financial situation is crap, there are people that are worse off than you. I can promise you. And those people aren't complaining. So if you think your health is out of control, there are countless examples of people who have overcome, life-threatening illnesses, seemingly hopeless health challenges, and have healed themselves. It is possible to heal yourself. You have an immune system, and guess what that responds to? Yep, your thoughts. And why? Because it is a cellular thing. Try it for yourself. You can quite literally make yourself sick. And if you can do that, you can make yourself well. Any situation is only as hopeless as you believe it to be. What you perceive as hopeless might be an opportunity to someone else. It's all how we look at it, right? Interesting, hey? So my challenge down and not monitor your thoughts per se, but just be aware of them and really realize if the majority of them are negative or positive, because it is absolutely positive to choose a more positive way of thinking. And when you start to shift your thoughts to that positive and focus on the things that you want to see in your reality, guess what? Miracles actually start to happen. And the more miracles happen, the more you'll believe that you can create them, because you absolutely can, starting right now. What could possibly be more important than knowing that? So that's it for today. I hope that I've really allowed you the space to consider this idea. If you've really looked at personal development and thought, oh, it's woo-woo. But sit down. And what I really recommend to my clients is to journal out their thoughts. If something's not working for you, whether that be your health, your finances, whatever, write it down. Write down what comes up for you. Write down the thoughts that come up, even if they're really horrible, right? And that's a really good starting point. Awareness, I've always said, is half the battle. Thank you so much for watching. That's it. If you really enjoyed today's conversation and you got something from it, I'd really appreciate it if you popped a comment below in the comment box. And if you have a question, please also feel free to pop it in the comment box below. Someone is commenting right now. And if you would like more information about how you can really shift your self-image, stop struggling, and start winning in life, refer to the comment box below, and I'm going to pop in there a 3-day Mind Power Mojo, and that will show you how you can start doing that starting today. So please also click love, wow emoji, and if you got some value, feel most welcome to share with your teams, tag your friends, and of course, follow me either here on LinkedIn or Facebook. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube and click that bell to be notified of when I do go live. I am super, super passionate about supporting as many as possible to a life of self-empowerment and wellness. I will see you back here again on Wednesday for hashtag What I Love Wednesdays with hashtag Coach Fee. That's me. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you're here in Australia, enjoy the long weekend. Personal development peeps. Take care. Bye for now.